Hey pen friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Devin. As we approach the end of the month, I realized that it's time for our monthly roundup of stationery favorites. First up, I want to talk to you about some brush pens that I have been really enjoying this month. I know I'm gonna sound like a little bit of a hypocrite because I've talked about the zebra brush pens and the UB dual-ended brush markers, as well as the Daiso brush markers in my videos previously, and I said that I did not need any more brush markers in my life. But the seasons have changed, and oh how the tables have turned, because I am absolutely in love with these. These are the Pentel Fude Sign Touch brush pens. I think that's what they're called, but as always, I will have links to the supplies that I talk about in this video in the description box below so you can check it out. These are a newer release in colors, so there are 6 in the set, and from what I understand, these are being referred to as the mature colors. These also come in more standard colors, which you might be more familiar with. The colors that I have here are burgundy, pale pink, light gray, turquoise green, olive green, and blue black. This assortment of colors are right up my alley, and again, I know I said that I didn't need any more brush pens in my life. I'm not even gonna try to explain myself. I really enjoy these pens and these colors specifically. I've been using the pale pink a lot this month. It fits pretty perfectly into my planning theme and colors for the month, and I really enjoy that these have a much smaller brush than most of my other brush pens. The tip does feel a little bit more stiff, and I find that in turn it helps me create more precise upstrokes and of course those really nice weighted down strokes. I am by no means like an expert in brush pens or hand lettering. I am simply a novice who enjoys the hobby. But I do feel like these would be a really great brush pen if you're first starting out, again, because the tip is a little bit more stiff. It's not going to run amok when you press it down onto the page. I think it really helps you figure out how to navigate the varying widths of the strokes. In my limited experience, I can say that these were really easy to get used to, and I hope that they come out with more colors sort of in this theme. I took a look at the standard colors and I may be swayed to pick some of those up, but I really like how they put together this color selection, and I'm hoping to see a similar color palette released in the future. My favorite fountain pen for the month, because as you all know, it's pretty much standard that I talk about a fountain pen in my favorites videos. At least that seems to be the reoccurring theme. The one that I want to talk to you guys about today is the Pilot Lucina, and this was sent to me by my pen friend Daniel. So Daniel, thank you so much. He said he specifically chose the color yellow because it reminded him of sunshine. I think he was spot on with that description. I talked about this a little bit in my fountain pen tag video, so if you haven't seen it, I'll link it off in the description box below. But my initial impression of it was that it was a really nice, rich, bold yellow, leans a little bit more mustardy. So I really like that about it. It's a very petite pen, so that checks off another box for me. And this one has a fine nib. I am a sucker for the finer things in life. That includes fine and extra fine pens. This is absolutely no exception. I inked it up with the black ink cartridge that it came with. For me, it's provided a very reliable writing experience, and I don't want to have to fuss with my pens at all at this point. So that is a big thumbs up for me. It kind of reminds me of the Pilot Prera, but I don't personally own that pen. So all of you who own Pilot Preras, you have to let me know like what you think of the similarities and differences between the Lucina and the Prera. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Going back to the style of the pen, I think it's got a very classic, no frills feel in terms of how they design the body, and I really enjoy that about it. I think it lets the yellow kind of stand out and speak for itself. So If you are looking for another gorgeous little fountain pen to add to your collection, this might be the next one for you. This next favorite is something that I've talked about on my channel before, but I feel like it's been quite a while since I've mentioned it, and it is the Lehit Lab Smart Fit all active action compact case. Oh, that's quite a long name, but this is essentially a really slim, compact pen case that I have switched my daily writers into. I have a really odd, not efficient system right now where my highlighters all stay together and my fountain pens all stay together and all my brush pens are kind of together, but I realized that I was opening several cases just to get like my planning done at the end of every day. And like I said, that was just simply inefficient. So what I've switched over to and have really been enjoying is putting what I need in this case. So I was a little bit apprehensive because I felt like I was maybe limiting myself to just these writing implements, and I think a part of me still fears that, but I've definitely experienced less hassle like rummaging through my desk trying to find all the pens that I need. It's just a very nice, durable, thin pen case. I like that it's thin enough where I can toss it into my bag without creating any extra bulk, because you know I'm carrying like a bunch of notebooks as well, so I have to be mindful of the space that my pen case is taking up. I like that it also can carry so many implements. I mean, I have 12 pens stored in here, and it zips up absolutely no problem. I'm not sure how it would fare if I put all fountain pens in here, because right now I just have 2 of them, but fountain pens tend to be a little bit on the thicker side. This little combination right here seems to be working beautifully. I do believe that this pen case comes in some other colors, so again, check the description box for links and more info. As some of you guys know, I did switch back to using my Clever Fox planner for this month, and I have to say that I'm really pleased with my decision to do so. I have done a full overview on this planner, so if you want to check that out, I'll have the link in the description box below. Just a quick rundown of why I've been enjoying this planner so much. One, it's an undated planner. I did not realize that undated planners could be so magical and alleviate so much potential stress and guilt that I've experienced with dated planners. The upside to dated planners is that it's already set up for you, but I've learned to enjoy and embrace being able to set up my own planner. I can use it as I please, and if I happen to miss a day, no one is really the wiser because all the pages are just continuously being filled. So I would say that this might be a good option for you if you're not quite yet ready to dive into the world of bullet journaling, but just need that little bit of structure to help you function every day. Another big reason why I like this planner is because my fountain pens play very well with the paper that they used in here. I can't remember the paper weight off the top of my head, but I'll write it here somewhere in the video. For me, the quality of paper has become like such a huge factor because I am using fountain pens pretty much any excuse that I can get. And I mean, even on the cheaper paper that I have in some of my older notebooks, I'll still use the fountain pens in them. But when I'm able to use my fountain pens on paper that, you know, plays nice with it and is able to like handle the amount of ink and all of that good stuff, and actually lets the properties of the ink, you know, shine. It's such a good moment when that happens. So this allows me to experience that happiness, that joy every single day. I would love to hear from you. What have you been enjoying this past month? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with a pen friend who you think might also enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and to turn on those notifications. That way you don't miss any of my videos. You can also connect with me over on Instagram. My username is @DevinLu. That's DEVNNLUU. And you can also check out my TikTok account, which I am still fully addicted to. It's insane how much time I spend scrolling on TikTok. So if you want to check out what's going on over there, my username is the same at Devin Liu. That's DEVNNLUU. I do my best to upload here every Thursday evening, so please take care until then. Feel free to enjoy these 2 videos linked here on the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.